It is a glorious day. And the plan for today is we're going to ride down to the Ocean Beach Hotel in Umina for lunch. And then we're going to take the long way back through Bensville and Kincumber, Gosford back to home again. So we've got a couple of stops on the way to pick up some riding friends, our usual riding friends. So let's get moving. Our first pickup is Marie, and picking up Marie at our usual spot at BWS at Wyoming. I'm not sure if Sam is joining us. Sam is her husband, and Marie also rides a lovely blue Vespa, a Vespa Primavera, I think. So we'll pick up Marie first, and I think there's another person, Michelle, joining us, but I'm not sure whether she's joining us there or elsewhere. After we pick up Marie, we will go to Brian McGowan Bridge, or under Brian McGowan Bridge, and pick up Fiona and then head off. I'm also testing out the DJI Mic 2 inside my helmet on this ride. So on the previous ride, I think, or previous couple of rides, I was using the DJI Mic Mini inside the helmet, but this time I'm trying the larger Mic 2. We'll see how we go. Well, we're off again. We've caught up with Marie and Michelle. As I said, sorry, I forgot that I wasn't talking. We've caught up with Marie and Michelle and picked them up. And so now we are heading to under Brian McGowan Bridge to meet up with Fee. Apparently there is an incident on the route that we were taking. Sadly, a person has been injured on their push bike, and so we may have to find a slightly different route to take, but that's okay. So we've got everybody, and now we're going to take the long way to Ocean Beach Hotel. But we have to get through this roundabout, which is a little bit hairy maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. That's all right, we've got plenty of time. Thank you. So we're heading up through East Gosford, which is a route that we have often ridden before, and we will turn right to head towards Greenpoint and Kincumber, which I'm not sure whether we've ridden that way before, or whether we've ridden that way before and videoed it at least. So that'll be good to see a different area of the coast. So this will be familiar because this is the way that we would ride to Greenpoint shops to meet Fiona, who's in front of me right now. But obviously she's with us and we met in Gosford, so we don't need to stop. So instead of turning left at the roundabout ahead, we'll now just go straight ahead, which will then be in territory that I've not videoed riding before, so that's really good. Plenty of traffic at this time of day. That's okay. And I've lost the group, but that's okay. I know where we're going because I've got it on the GPS, so I'll just catch up with them along the way. bit like when I'm skiing and going over a bump that I didn't expect, and you get a little bit of air. We're not getting any air on Rosie today, if we can help it. Turned the ASR off again because, as has happened before, when I go up a hill she starts to flicker and then I lose the power and it drives me a bit bananas. So I figure that it's not wet, and it's not gravelly, so we should be okay with the traction control off. I'm trying to keep in mind that I need to keep 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 distance between myself and the car or the rider in front of me, and that was just on 3-second space. So we're now heading through the tail end of Greenpoint and into Kincumber. Kincumber is one of my favourite suburbs. I used to live here many, many moons ago. For quite a while in a couple of different places in Kincumber. So I love this area. It's nice and green. There is Kincumber Mountain that's to our left and up, where I've done a lot of bushwalking, and I go with my son bushwalking there. I think I may have said in the last video that the next ride would be up there, but I didn't quite get there because the weather wasn't good enough to ride up there. But another time I'll ride up there. It's a bit steep, like Rumblar Reserve that I did a couple of videos ago. My sun shield off because it was a little bit dark and a little bit cold in this little section here, so I mustn't just get enough sun. Whew. So through Kincumber, past the skate park, which is on our right. And up here we're going to head right towards Woy Woy. This is the tricky roundabout that was mentioned, so we'll see how we go getting around here, but I think we'll be fine. The one at Ourimbah is much more harrowing than this. Piece of cake. Well, I shouldn't say piece of cake, that would jinx me, but that was okay. So now we're going to head up onto the scenic road towards Woy Woy. To the left is Copa and Max, or McMaster's Beach and Copacabana. Beautiful beaches, and not as built up as some of the other ones on the coast, so I love them. This area here is lovely. Plenty of bush. Right up here is the little, it's not a, no, you couldn't call it a town, maybe a little hamlet of Bensville, which is very cute down there. It's got a little village, shopping village around it as well. Lovely. Weird that my GPS was saying I was doing 60 and Rosie's 62, sorry, and Rosie said I was doing 62 as well, so that's the first time they've agreed. I was watching a YouTube video this week on a rider, a female rider, who got a bee in her jacket, and oh my gosh, she handled it so well in terms of, she was on a really busy freeway type road on a big bike, but she handled it so well in terms of getting herself off the freeway, off to the side and safely, and getting the bee out of her jacket. I don't know that I could be that calm. To our left up here, the brown sign is a sign to the Booty National Park. Great hiking or slash bushwalking, however you call it there. I might ride there one day. There's a very tricky hairpin not too far past the turn off, but I reckon I could do it if I worked slow enough and concentrated. But yeah, plenty of lovely bushwalking and beach and what have you up that end, up over on that part. This is such a lovely ride. Look at these, so you probably can't see, but some lovely big houses there in that area, little farmlets. I had a booking for 4 for lunch, and at the last minute I changed it to 6, and I'm glad I did because we've got 5. Bay to our better word. I'm not really sure what you would call it. Little marina there, some shops. Probably need to have a visit there on another ride as well. Gosh, plenty of places for us to visit on the Central Coast, isn't there? Oh, look, they're popping little flowers there. I hope that's, well, if it is in memorial of somebody who's passed, I think that's lovely, but it's also sad. Oh wow, look at that view. Very cool. It's different when you're on a bike as opposed to riding, the things that you see. Look at all that water. Oh, beautiful. This bridge I have been over before on Rosie, and it was so windy. I thought I was going to get blown off. I love a bridge, love riding over a bridge, but this one is particularly windy, and it's very windy today as well. I'm sure you can hear the wind buffeting around on the microphone. Road work ahead, so I may need to slow down for that.